All right. Yo, what up, God? It's your boy T Devils Blazing Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Guys, I am so excited. I got a chance to go live from work. Don't get too many often these days, but I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you geekers this work, guys. I hope you enjoy this work, this lunchtime snack edition. Let's get it. Enjoy yourself. Guy, listen, man. I am here for the smoke. I am here to eat crow if that's what's need to be. But guys, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Normally I wait until fight night to give you my prediction, but I'm telling you right now, guys, I got Terence Crawford. And just because I got Terence Crawford doesn't mean it won't be a good fight. It just means at the end of the fight, I see his hand being raised. Could be a good fight, could be a close fight. It could be a close but no cigars type of fight. Shawn Porter is going to go out there and give everything he got. Rib, even pork chop. Guys, we're going to get into that. If you don't know who I am T Dub. This is What's Blades in the Sports. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. You ain't smashing the like. You ain't smashing right. That's why she ain't never satisfied. You already know the scope. Hit the notification bell as soon as you come in. Roll to 10,000. Let's get it. And it starts with you. Guys, Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter are fighting this Saturday. This is a matchup. This is one that a lot of people don't even know how it's going to go, right? Now, people are visualizing Shawn Porter coming out full blast at Terence Crawford. Full blast, going full Andre Berto mode. When I'm talking about Andre Berto mode, not him fighting like Andre Berto, but him fighting like he fought Andre Berto, and just don't give Terence Crawford time to breathe. He want to take the oxygen, suffocate Terence Crawford, not being able to breathe, but not even being able to think. And if you take a fighter that's not able to think and you put so much pressure on him, they are hoping that pressure busts pipe and they can just crack a little bit in Terence Crawford, because we all know no matter what happened with your car, it all starts with a small crack before it gets bigger. Most oil leaks start at a small and it gets bigger. American Pastor Travel in the building. T down what it do. Salute to the chat. Yes, sir, man. Listen, I got a chance to go live, man. I'm in office. In office is so much more busier. But listen, I'm back at it. You know, I will be live Friday as well. I work from home Friday. I'll be live Friday. Guys, Demetrius Andrade is fighting Friday. Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford is fighting Saturday. And just in case some of you guys don't know, guys, check this out. Floyd Mayweather has agreed to an exhibition bout, probably in Mexico or somewhere down in Texas, where they can have a huge Mexican fan base to fight the living legend Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Yes, Sr., the one that defeated Roger Mayweather twice, knocked him out, I believe, in the first fight. Also got the win over him in the second fight. And now, Senior, see, a lot of people might not know this, but Senior has actually been pretty active, because Junior has fought on a couple undercards of Senior. I don't know. It might have been a couple undercards of Senior. Maybe Senior fought under him. I don't know. But I don't know how it worked out that way. Either way, Senior ended up, living up to expectations, sometimes even exceeding it. Looking at his age, he definitely lived up to it. The Mexican Warrior performed very well, fought very well for his age. Chavez Jr., I mean, he lived up to the expectations as well. He fell far from the tree. Listen, typically they say the apple don't fall far from the tree, but if Chavez Jr. didn't fall far from the tree, that tree must have been planted on a mountain, or definitely a steep ass hill, because as soon as it hit the ground, it rolled from the tree, and it learned how to become an apple tree from from a pecan tree or something. It didn't learn the heart, determination. Maybe he was spoiled. Maybe he was the rich kid. The father, living legend father, and spoiled and having the gold pavement road all his life, even in boxing, helping him build his record, helping him build this, helping him build that. But the one thing you can't build is heart. Heart is something you have to have. Chavez Jr. doesn't have it. But guys, Floyd Mayweather and Chavez Sr. has agreed sometime in 2022 to an exhibition boxing bout. Now, let me give you my thoughts on this real quick before we get back to Terence Crawford taking on Shawn Porter and how Terence Crawford, in my eyes, he's going to get the victory. Guys, I don't believe Floyd Mayweather should have took this fight with Chavez Sr. I really don't see a way he can win. I don't. Chavez Sr., no matter if he's all smiles right now, Chavez Sr. has had bad things to say about Floyd Mayweather. Chavez Sr. has said in interviews that he could beat Floyd Mayweather. Chavez Sr. is going to go out there and try to take Floyd Mayweather's head off. That's taking his cranium off of his shoulders. And here is the predicament that Floyd Mayweather is in. That if he beats up Chavez Sr., then he's looked at as somebody who beat up an old man. He's frowned upon. All the news media is going to take a diarrhea flow type of shit on him, right? On his name, on everything about him. But if he gets beat up by Chavez Sr., even if it's a close bout, they're gonna talk about him. This got to be for the money. It's 100% got to be for the money, and it's got to be one of them things that Floyd Mayweather just don't care because the money is good. For Floyd Mayweather to say, "Listen, I will take an exhibition bout because you're Mexican. I will fight you in Mexico. I will fight you in Texas." That's letting me know that he's trying to get the most bang for his buck. James Valdez, everybody loves Bud by late championship round stoppage 11 or 12 TKO. All right, guys, now that I gave you my little intro, I'm going to step out the car and do a little walkabout. I'm going to come back in the car. I don't get a chance to walk out too much when I'm in the office, but I'm back out now. So let's talk about it. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful Midwest weather. Man, it's great in St. Louis today. I think it's going to be close to 70. I don't know. So let's talk about it, guys. Terence Crawford. It's going to hurt a lot of feelings. He is about to make a lot of people feel bad because a lot of people is picking against Terence Crawford, and there's nothing wrong with picking against Terence Crawford. But a lot of people pick against Terence Crawford because they don't like him. A lot of people don't like him because they like Earl Spence Jr. That's just seems to be how it works. If you like Manny Pacquiao, then you don't like Floyd Mayweather. If you like the Floyd Mayweather, then you don't like Manny Pacquiao. Something like that, right? You can even go forward to say with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I'm talking about the full-fledged fans, right? So when you talk about Terence Crawford fighting Shawn Porter, one of the greatest weapons that most people, I can even say this with confidence, most people are looking at Shawn Porter is going to do to Terence Crawford is apply relentless, crazy, ballistic, Tasmanian devil type of pressure. Literally, he's going to get in there and go Tasmanian devil. And just get the throwing hands everywhere and trying to just hit Terence Crawford wherever you can hit him to make him uncomfortable. Right now, I'm going to tell you this, and that right there, Shawn Porter is going to have some success with that, and he's probably going to have some early success with that. I'm not saying he's just going to be beating up on Terence, but it might take Terence maybe a little bit, to see how Shawn comes in, see where his body is. Because a lot of time when a Shawn does that attack, he comes straight forward. He's swinging wild shots. He is upstairs and downstairs. But most of the shots are like Wild hook, left, right, down, up. One of Shawn Porter's greatest weapons of going full Tasmanian devil. That is going to lead to probably his downfall. Shawn Porter gets hit when he goes full Tasmanian devil. Shawn Porter is going to get hit by Terence Crawford when he goes full Tasmanian devil. Now, I believe Terence Crawford is a better boxer than Ugas. And I believe Shawn Porter, when he fought Ugas, I believe Shawn Porter showed Ugas a lot of respect. Now, there is some difference between Ugas and Shawn Porter, and Terence Crawford, because Ugas, in my opinion, he's a big welterweight, right? He looks solid. He's not known for having crazy power, but he definitely got respect for power, and he definitely got Shawn Porter respect, because in a lot of people's eyes, Ugas actually beat Shawn Porter. Ugas, who typically operates in one gear, he put that thing in 3, or he set his cruise control at 60 miles an hour, and that's going to be the fight. He's going to counter punch in that position. He's going to attack in that position, and he's going to hit you with some solid shots, and he's going to go to your body. And whenever Shawn Porter attacked Ugas, that opened up Ugas for counterattack to Shawn Porter, and a lot of time Ugas landed a lot of better shots inside than Shawn Porter did. Now, again, guys, Terence Crawford is not Ugas. Ugas is not Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford doesn't fight like Ugas. I do believe Terence Crawford is a better fighter than Ugas. The only thing I'm saying is that Shawn Porter, one of his greatest assets is going to get him hit. It's going to get him countered. Now, Shawn Porter does have a good chin on him. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, excuse me. Shawn Porter has a good head on him. That boy has a super head on him. I'm telling you right now, boy. I'm telling you. Like, Shawn Porter got one of them heads that like one of those when you made Shawn Porter, they broke the mold. I'm telling you right now, his mom probably remind him every day, boy, giving birth to you, I was in labor for 14 hours. Just on your head, boy. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I gave birth to you, for the next 5 years, your daddy swore that I was cheating. That's why your daddy left me. That's why me and your daddy ain't together now. Your daddy thought because your head opened me up so much, he thought I was cheating every week. He ended up leaving me. He said, I'm taking my son with me. All right, but let's get it. Guys, man. Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter this weekend. It's going to be a good fight. But when I look at this, yes, Shawn Porter, his best chances, in my opinion, is in the early rounds. Shawn Porter should come out there from second 1 and be on top of Terence Crawford. But even though I say that, Terence Crawford is no dummy. If Shawn Porter come out there, let's say this, right? From second 1, because we all know Shawn Porter cannot start slow. Shawn Porter even said that he's not going to start slow. So Shawn Porter, if he comes out there and just tries to attack Terence Crawford early, guys, he's going to get counterpunched. He's going to get hit with left hooks, because I remember when Shawn Porter fought Adrian Broner, he wasn't even in striking distance. He just started rushing in a straight pattern, throwing a serious hook of left hooks until Adrian Broner backed all the way up to the rope, and Shawn Porter had him on the ropes and then started going Tasmanian devil on him. Terence is going to hit him. Now, Terence Crawford does get hit. That's what's going to make this fight interesting. That's what's going to make me spend the bucks to buy this, to call this fight. See, now, I know I got some haters out there. I got some haters that's bigger. And I don't know. I only got 7,000 subscribers. A lot of these guys got 60,000, 80,000, 100,000. And they see your boy T-Dub. They see your boy T-Dub, old T-Dub as a threat. They go into the people trying to shut me down. They want to put me down. But listen, I'm going to be back. I'm live. I'm going to be live this Saturday. I can't wait to call this one. Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford. I got Terence Crawford. Listen, either I'm going to be right or eat crow. I'm gonna be right on E Crow, and I'm gonna have the list up. I'm gonna have the list all the way up. Either you're gonna come in and put your name on the list, or you not. And that's gonna let me know if you put your name on the list or not. It's gonna let me know if you're born a boy or a girl. Basically, if you got nuts. Mike Wilson, what's up, champ? After Bud Scoots Porter and Spence get in the ring and act like he won smoke, Bud will fight Ugas next. Hold on, act like he want the smoke. Let him know, Bud all day. Now, Earl Spence versus Terence Crawford, different fight. Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford, different fight. Earl Spence versus Terence Crawford. That's honestly, that is a more controlled but sweet science fight. Shawn Porter see Shawn Porter, Terence Crawford got the reach, you know. Shawn Porter can't stand back there. See, when Shawn Porter fought Ugas, he was doing a lot of that, that moving sideways, trying to stay on the outside. And don't get me wrong, Shawn Porter, to me, I think he's underrated. I think he's a damn good boxer. I think he has improved a lot. I'm only making a decision based on my own thought and my own research that he is going to lose this fight. And just because I say he's going to lose this fight does not mean he's not a good fighter. I'm only giving you my opinion because Shawn Porter can come out there and shock the world. Blanca, Street Fighter, put a whole run. He can shock the world. I'm only giving you my thoughts. I was supposed to do a video last night with my boy Johnny. Some of you don't know my boy Johnny. Me and Johnny talk a lot of smack. Johnny has autism, so whenever you see him on here, guys, I mean, listen. Just because he has autism, Johnny talks a lot of smack. But I'm just saying, sometimes he say something that's a little different. Remember, that is my friend, and I enjoy talking smack with him. We go back and forth, and he's a hell of a boxer as well. Hell of a boxer. But he was talking so much smack yesterday. I said, you know what? I said, we're going to go live. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but, man, the family, the kids, by the time I looked up, I'm like, geez, man, it's already 9:20. By the time I get set up, I'm like, you know what? I said, I ain't gonna be able to get it in. Bud ring IQ is too much for Porter. You know what? I got Terence winning. But Shawn Porter does have things that can equal out some of the good things that Terence Crawford can do. A lot of times when you have a great brain, realize that you have to think. Shawn Porter wants to take that thinking ability away by applying this crazy amount of pressure. I do think he's going to have some success against Terence Crawford applying this type of pressure. But I also feel that Terence Crawford, he remains calm under fire, and it's going to open up counter opportunities for Terence Crawford. Now, this is where it gets interesting. See, Terence Crawford, he's not going to run away with this fight. It's not going to happen. I got him. See, me predicting Terence going to win is not me saying that, he's going to go out there and win 11 rounds to 1. I'm not saying that because I respect what Shawn can do. Shawn fights. He's going to be there all 12 rounds. He's like the song. Even if he gets knocked down, he get up again and he ready to fight again. Shawn Porter can take punches. And even the times that I remember, I think he's been dropped twice, right? The time when he got dropped by Adrian Boner, and even when he got dropped by Earl Spence Jr., he got hit with shots he didn't see. And a lot of times you get hit with a shot you don't see, a lot of times them fighters stay down, right? Remember, they said the ones you don't see are the ones that hurt you. Every time Shawn Porter been hit with a shot he did not see, he got hit by Mr. Man Down himself, Earl Spence Jr., who is not known for being a light puncher. Shawn Porter went down to like a knee, or maybe he went down to maybe his right glove touch. He bounced up, went in that corner, turned around, told the referee he was good, made sure he made eye contact with Earl Spence Jr. and told him, let's go. But listen, man, if Terence Crawford can go out there and if he can listen, it's going to take multiple knockdowns. To beat Shawn Porter, it's going to take about 3, and they probably going to have to happen all in the same round to keep Shawn Porter down. And that is an extremely tough task to happen. To say that can happen. It says, look back boxing beats brawling all day. Just depends, man. It just depends. Marcus Maidana beat Adrian Broner. Most of the time, I said this. A lot of times, I would favor the boxer. But sometimes the brawler with the techniques, the unorthodox punches, these wild ass punches, they can clip. You can get clipped. Let's see. It would be a great fight. I have Bud in 9, so you gotta stop it. 15 rounds in Bud, Mind State. Listen, man. Listen. I mean, like if Terence Crawford if he stops Shawn Porter, he, in my mind, will be considered #1 welterweight in the world. I think right now, even though people got Terence Crawford as, pound for pound, probably got him #2 now behind Canelo. I don't think they had him #1 as welterweight. That probably was Earl Spence Jr. And Earl Spence Jr. should be ranked #1 welterweight because he has done more of the big heavy lifting, fighting the bigger guns at welterweight, and Earl Spence Jr. deserved that. But if Terence Crawford can come in here and he said, I'm gonna show you guys why I'm pound #1. If Terence Crawford can come in here and if he can make Shawn Porter look somewhat easy, or if he can stop Shawn Porter, I don't want to hear nobody talking about Shawn Porter. I gotta watch I be getting loud, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out here at my job and I get so loud, people looking at me. I don't want to hear that Shawn Porter, he just passed his prime. He ain't beat nobody good. We knew it. We knew it. I don't want to hear that. Because right now, many people are picking Shawn Porter to beat Terence Crawford. And I'm not knocking that. And I get the reason why. They would pick Shawn Porter to beat Terence Crawford over Earl Spence Jr. beating Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford is a stylistic boxer. He has never had nobody to put a stupid amount of pressure on him. And somebody who is known for having a good chin and a head on a shoulder. Shawn Porter he can box, but when he go into full Tasmanian mode, to be honest, he's not that defensive sound. When he goes inside and he goes just and he's just throwing them like them hooks down, up, and he could be following through the elbow and the head could be coming behind it. When he's doing a lot of that, he's not really defensive sounding. He just really want to smother any work you can do and put so much pressure on you and keep hitting you with these shots that is frustrating, that is going to try to result into you trying to hold him. And if you try to hold him and you're not successful at holding Shawn Porter, that's when you're going to get some real free shots on you. Some of them shots might hit you in the back of the head. Listen, Shawn Porter, I expect Shawn Porter to leave no stones unturned this fight. I expect Shawn Porter to do a little bit of everything. Every now and then a shot lands in the back of the head or top of the head. Every now and then there might be a headbutt clash because this is Shawn Porter's last ditch effort. And if he loses, at least he loses knowing he gave 100%. But if he go out there like, okay, I'm going to do this. No, Because if he goes out there and even if he gets warned for headbutting, he gets warned for this, but if he can pull out the win, the only thing that would matter is he pulled out the win. He beat Terence Crawford. Like he has the belt. He's back up there. He can fight Ugas. He can fight Earl Smith Jr. He can, like, he's back there. Terence Crawford get looked at somebody who was never a welterweight. He get looked at somebody who was never great. If Shawn Porter beats Terence Crawford, it does more to hurt Terence Crawford than if Shawn Porter loses to Terence Crawford. Because if Terence Crawford loses to Shawn Porter, they're already trying to discredit his whole career when he arguably beat everybody that he needed to beat at 135. He arguably beat everybody he needed to beat at 140. He went up to 147, and he immediately got a title fight with Jeff Horn. Now, Josh Taylor, who is the new undisputed champion at 140, he said that Bob Arum has been talking to him about fighting Terence Crawford. And he also said that unless he get a really, really big fight at 140, he's probably going to move 147. But he also said that he doesn't want to fight Terence Crawford. He want to at least get 2 fights under his belts before fighting Terence Crawford. Guys, that's letting you know right there that Josh Taylor really don't want that direct smoke with Terence Crawford. He is a unified champion in 140. He can be like Terence Crawford and move right up and get a crack at the champion. He is telling you, no, I don't want it. I would drop the belts, be a regular ass person, and fight 2 people before trying to fight Terence Crawford. Let's do this, man. Porter will leave everything in the ring. Yeah, you better believe, bro. He will. Listen, I'm telling you. So, man, I am interested in seeing this bout. Like I said, I don't mind eating my crow. I know it's a taste that you can't get out your mouth and take a long time. I get it. I know crow tastes horrible, but somebody got to eat it. So either I'm gonna be right or I'm gonna be wrong. Either I'm gonna be right or I'm gonna be wrong. And at least I got the balls to say it. See, some people gonna change. They're gonna flip flop and change their mind. And then check this out. Right? Check this out. Tell me if I'm lying. Have you have probably already been to some channels that have gave you an out for themselves, right? When you ask them who gonna win, they make sure that no matter who wins, they can't be said wrong. Like, even if they say like, well, you know what, Terence Crawford should get it, but if Shawn Porter can do this, Shawn Porter should get it too. Like, they give you this two-way out. Like, well, what the fuck? Bro, give me a split of prediction. Just give me a split prediction. Like, you giving me this stuff that no matter who wins, you're gonna say I told you so. I don't want to hear no I told you so win. Just give me who won. Give me a right answer. Stop giving me that, well, you know what, if Shawn Porter can get the pressure on him and do this and do that, I'll go with Shawn Porter. But if Terence Crawford can keep him at bay, counterpunch him when he's coming in, Terence Crawford can pull it off too. And then no matter who wins, they're going to say, listen, I told you you can pull it off. I told you. Man, listen, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm keeping it fully loaded, 100 blunt. How do you want it? I'm telling you right now. A lot of times I wait. I already know who I'm picking, but I wait until fight night and I make my prediction after people already made their prediction, so I don't taint the pool or take the crow list. I think this is going to be a tough fight, man. I think it's going to be a tough fight. But I got Terence Crawford. Taking this one. I got Shawn Porter going to have some success. It's going to be a couple come ons. Like, you're going to hear Shawn Porter, come on. You're going to see Terence Crawford give him that little smile, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, watch this. If this happens, watch this. If you see, let's say Shawn Porter doing this wild thing, right? And let's say doing this wild thing, let's say a few times Terence Crawford's catching with a couple counter punches, right? Let's say Terence Crawford catching with a counter left uppercut, right hook, turn out, left hand turn out, and Terence Crawford is getting, actually tagging him a lot more than Shawn Porter is having the success on the inside. If Shawn Porter stopped that slow down of the attack, and you see him thinking more, and he's standing back boxing more because he know the times he been inside, he's been getting caught with some shots. It is over. It is over. D-Ray in the building. What up with it? Chill. Let's get it. Man, listen, bro. Guys, tell a friend, tell a friend. Your boy T-Dub, I will be live this Saturday. I will be calling the action. Channels are going to be watching me to try to flag me. I got to make sure I do my part not to get flagged. Last time, I did nothing no more different than what I've been doing for years. Listen, I've been doing this for years. The same way for years. I don't show no footage. There's channels that show footage, audio, and everything. Guys, do you guys realize that when my channels, when I started blowing up doing this, I saw I think it was Fight Hype. They were doing I don't know who it was, but they was calling it a live fight by fight, a round by round scoring or something like that. Man, listen, I'm telling you right now, man, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but when I watch I watched the because I was like, you know what? I was like, oh, this is my competition. It was I don't know to do this, and I heard this dude like, the way he was talking, I'm like, and there was like 13 to 1,700 people watching this guy. I'm like, why are you watching it? You're not getting nothing from it. But you know what? It's cool. I get it. There's a lot of people that don't want nothing. There's a lot of followers. But I'm telling you right now, with T-Dub, you're going to get something. You're not just going to come here and be like, oh, there's 1,300 people here. I just want to be with the in crowd. When you come to my channel, you're going to get that work. You're going to get that work. The fire will be lit. The smoke will be in the air. I will be back at it like a crack addict giving you boxing geekers this work. Let's get this work, man. Let's get this work. You know, Demetrius Andrade, he fight Friday. Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter, to me, that first 30 seconds of that fight is going to tell you the next 5 rounds. The first 30 seconds of that fight is going to tell you what Shawn Porter is going to do for the next 5 rounds. If Shawn Porter come out and he immediately started like trying to get close to Terence Crawford, that's letting you know he finna play that Tasmanian bulldog. He want to get close and make it ugly. And listen, man, and don't be surprised when Shawn Porter get in the trenches with Terence Crawford, because he will. Terence Crawford do get hit. When he get in the trenches with Terence Crawford, don't be surprised when he get them counter shots. Don't be surprised when he get hit with that left uppercut, that right hook come behind it. Don't be surprised. See, a lot of people say that Terence Crawford, he swings wild sometimes. God, listen, he doesn't swing wild. Now, occasionally he does swing wide, but a lot of times when he swings wide is when he has an opponent that's hurt and they're either falling back and he's swinging wide enough to reach the range where they're going, or he's trying to get around the guard. He's trying to land a shot behind the guard. And it doesn't even matter what you say about Terence Crawford because he is fully effective in what he do. And this is his toughest fight. He admitted this is his toughest fight. Shawn Porter is coming into this thing with more confidence than I ever seen on Shawn Porter. I haven't seen as much confidence on Shawn Porter. When Shawn Porter was talking about fighting Earl Spence Jr., at first I didn't see this type of confidence from him. Shawn Porter didn't get that battery in his back to really go out there and try to beat Earl Spence Jr. to Earl Spence Jr. got in his head. Earl Spence Jr., in my opinion, he mentally made Shawn Porter like gear up for war, because I think he really got under Shawn Porter's skin, and Shawn Porter one of them guys that's the motivation he needs to train like an animal, to train like to get out there with the wild. Give these boxing gloves geekers this work, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, man. So, but I believe Shawn Porter has a different confidence with Terence Crawford. I think since Shawn Porter has been trying to get this fight with Terence Crawford for about 2 years, and Terence Crawford, to be even in my opinion, he has not appeared to want to engage with a fight with Shawn Porter. That has given Shawn Porter confidence that Terence Crawford has something that he fears in Shawn Porter. And Shawn Porter has taken that as that, and that's why, think about it. When you see Shawn Porter talk, do you see how much confidence he talk about Terence Crawford? Do you see, like, he didn't talk this way about Earl? He didn't talk like that. Not even about Thurman. Yes, he said that I'm gonna win, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But he's talking with a different level of confidence about Terence. Like he knows that he's better than Terence. He gonna go in there and walk through Terence. He gonna do this to him. He gonna beat Terence. Man, we're gonna find out if that's gonna work in his favor or not. That's what we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if they're gonna work in his favor or not. And if it does, salute. If it works in Shawn Porter's favor, salute. Listen, I ain't taking none away from him because I admire this man work ethic. I'll be honest. I wish when I was in the gym that I had Shawn Porter work ethic. If I had his work ethic in the gym, I wouldn't let none of the trials and tribulations I was going through stop me from doing what I want to do. I should have turned pro. As good as I was, I was still undefeated. I should have. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I take my hat off to Shawn Porter. Because you know what? Shawn Porter leaving no stones unturned. He's training with, he trained with Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis was asked in a virtual media press conference about the work with Shawn Porter, and he said that. Listen, he said after that session with Shawn Porter, he said Shawn Porter know that I'm one of the real ones now. He know, like, to me, the way that Gervonta Davis said that, it was like he went in there, he gave Shawn Porter some of that work. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh snap! You know, Gervonta coming out like, you know, he wasn't even just like, oh, you know, it was good work. We both did good. He, to me, alluded that he went in there and did more than hold his own against Shawn Porter, who is a bigger fighter. Maybe not by height, but definitely by size. Shawn Porter even fought higher as an amateur than what he fought in the pro. Baby, listen, man, that made me think, if Shawn Porter, if this is true with Gervonta Davis, if he went in there and if he was giving some work to Shawn Porter, even if it was a 50-50 sparring matchup with Shawn Porter, man, there's no doubt in my mind he is finna crucify Cruz. He is, woo, man, I'm telling you right now, boy, he finna put some hurt on Cruz, because Cruz coming up with all these wild hooks too. Like, listen, Cruz is like a little pit bull, like a little Mike Tyson. A lot of his shots are like, the hooks and uppercuts, but man. But guys, it's your boy T-Dub. Have you give a little bit of work today, man. Hope you guys enjoyed some of this. If you're just now coming in, please do me a favor, smash the like button. If you missed any of it, I think you can go right back to the beginning, catch it, enjoy it. This is from me to you. Subscribe to the channel. Hey guys, we're on the road to 10,000. I need you guys to join the Blazing family. Come in, bear that torch. Let's keep it going, because I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work.